So in the first part of the IELTS speaking test, I want to ask you some questions to know you, right?
Okay, sir.
What's your full name?
My full name is Mr. 𝐒𝐲𝐞𝐚𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠. I am from Chattogram.
Uh, what do you do? Do you study or work?
Okay. I'm studying, and alongside with my study, I am working in a multinational company right now.
So what is your role in that company?
Okay. In that company, I am working as a veterinary doctor. I treat the animals in the farm, actually.
Do you like your job?
Yes, obviously, I like my job a lot because by my job, I can serve to the speechless animal,
Very good.
which gave me more pleasure, actually.
Right. What about your colleagues? Do you get along well with your colleagues?
Yeah, obviously, I feel my colleagues are good enough to give me a comfortable environment in the workplace, and I'm feeling well with them.
Yes. And so what one thing you would change if you could about your job?
Okay, actually, one thing I want to change in my workplace, if I could, the communication system I want to change because the farm is located in a remote area actually, which is more tougher when we communicate by road or anything else or any vehicles actually.
Right. And let's talk about weather. What's your favorite season?
Okay, I like winter personally more than any other seasons
All
in
right.
our country. Okay, I think winter can give more comfort to us rather than rainy season or the summer. In summer, we can suffer with hot temperature, and in the rainy season, we need to carry an umbrella whenever uh, in suddenly there can be cats and dogs in the.
But in winter, also the poor people suffer, right?
Okay, in that sense, this is can be miserable for them because if they don't have proper clothing, then they can suffer with the temperature. Yeah.
Um, so what problems do you face in spring? Why not is your favorite season?
Okay, spring is also a good season actually, but nowadays in our country, spring is almost come for a short time actually. The vibe can't be feel in the nature as previous.
So it's shorter than before.
Yeah, I think
Seasons are changing.
yes.
Why? What do you think behind this?
I think climate change is one of the most vital reason for this issue due to um, vigorous industrialization, and the trees are cutting a lot, and the greenhouse gas emission is more and more nowadays. There is a effect on the nature actually.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And that is the end of your IELTS speaking test part one.
Thank you.
So let's move on. And in part two, I want you to describe an interesting hobby. And so here is your topic card. And you have 1 minute to plan your answer. So here's a piece of paper and a pen. Your time start now. Yes, can you start now?
Okay, thank you, sir. Hobby, interesting hobby is a vital part of our human life because we can spend our leisure period with doing our hobby, whatever we like. Personally, I like traveling as my hobby more. I found my fascination towards traveling in my childhood, actually, when I can remember it when I traveled with my father for the first time in Chittagong city. At that time, I was surprised by seeing the Cornflow River whenever we passed the river to enter into the city. That gave me a new experience. At that time, I feel that traveling can be a good thing uh, to know new things and experience new things about nature or the world. Later, uh, I do travel whenever I get enough time or leisure period, and I like it because by traveling we can learn a lot about uh, new things or new environment, and we can explore new places inside our country or outside our country, and we can know about the new culture, new new experience we can gather, and that can help us to build our personality. Whenever we go to a new community, we can learn a lot from them, and if we spend some time with one new community, we can learn their language partially, which can be a good skill for us, and their culture, new places give more pleasure to anyone, I think.
Right.
That's why.
Thank you very much for talking on the topic. May I get back a pen and paper, please?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And that is the end of your speaking test part 2. Now let's move on. And back to you. Let me ask you some question about the hobby that you have. I like traveling the most, right?
Yes.
So when did you start traveling?
Okay. When I get, uh, sorry, could you repeat please the question?
You know, when did you start traveling?
For the first time or now? When-
First time in your life.
Okay. For the first time in my life, whenever I was in class 6, actually, I traveled first time in a long distance with my father from my home to Chittagong city. I traveled with my father with bus.
How far was it? I mean, I want to sit around city.
Okay, approximately it's 60 to 62 kilometer far from my place to that city, and now the communication system is more developed previously.
At that time, did you make the journey by bus or train?
Actually bus, there was no train communication at that time, and now also. Now there is boat facilities. We can cross the Cornflow River with a speedboat, and that saves our times a lot.
So, what was your experience traveling by bus at the time?
Okay, that experience was more fascinating. The bus was run so fastly. That was my first experience because I not traveled with bus with that speed, run with that speed previously, and everything passes away, and I'm seeing the new places, new pictures of the environment, and then one time I reached my destination and just left the bus. And
And then, have you ever been to outside of your country?
no, not yet, but I have a dream to go outside of my country.
Where?
Okay, I like Australia and USA more,
For traveling or any other purpose?
both for traveling and for also my higher studies, actually. And I think if I get the chance to study there, and I can travel there also in my leisure period, that will be more beneficial for me.
Yes, but why not? What brings you to go to Australia, but not some other countries like Canada and the United States?
Okay, behind the reason Australia, for my background, Australia seems more easier to get a scholarship there.
Easy to get a scholarship
Yes,
than the US and Canada?
not US actually. Aside from Europe or Canada, Australia is more preferable, or they are more flexible to give full funding scholarship to PhD students in my subject.
Where we
As of
bachelor's
this,
degree?
okay, for bachelor degree in any country, this is more competitive than the postgraduate and post-graduation. If we are talking in terms of scholarship, because in bachelor degree there has been
We understand. But let's talk about traveling. You know that India is a very diverse country, and Darjeeling is the most tourist spot, which is very close to Bangladesh. Have you ever been
yeah,
to there?
no, not yet. I don't cross my country border yet.
Did your friends tell you about this?
Okay, some of my friends visit there, and I hear from them and see some pictures whenever they came back, and I saw the beautiful natures of the place.
Yeah. Yes, and finally, do you think that traveling is important in our life?
Okay, obviously, I think traveling is more important because if we travel, we can spend our leisure period more productively. We can experience new places, and we can gather new knowledges, and we can introduce ourselves with new culture and languages, and so on. So I like to.
Thank you very much. And that is the end of your nice speaking test.
Thank you, sir.
So, I would score you. It's still Bible. You see that when you started talking in part two, you started the introduction in a way which is not acceptable in IELTS. You started like, traveling is important in life. You started
Yes,
like
yes.
this, but no. You don't need to start your speech in part two like this. You should directly focus your topic. You can use at least one sentence, but which is not like that you are generating your ideas at the beginning. No, very simple. Traveling. I'm going to talk about traveling. It was 10 years ago when I was traveling with my father by bus. So you directly came to the topic. So start your topic and focus it until you finish at least 2 to 3 minutes. And you couldn't generate more ideas. I want more ideas. What was the journey? When you started? How did you feel? Who else were with you? And what did you do after going to there? And then when you came back, that overall your experience. So I wanted more information in part two, right? So generate more ideas. Not simply that, yes, I went to Chittagong from my home by bus with my father. It was very good and nice, and I cannot forget it. So it's just 1 to 2 ideas. That's not enough. I want more ideas, right? And more language expressions, grammar, language, etc. For part one, you did one mistake saying that when I asked you, what's your name? What's your full name? You said that your name and you were from. So I don't want to hear where you were from because I will ask you the next.
Okay, the quick answer was only one sentence. That's why I was wondering.
Only one sentence, but 2 ideas together. Okay. It is not related to your name. Your home is different thing. You could have said, my name is Russell. which means beautiful. It is related. But my name is Russell, and I'm from Chittagong. Is two things different, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.